Good evening. Welcome back, travelers. Episode 76. Near Dark Society's Death Attack. Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition campaign. Tonight's episode plot is titled Order of the Broken Mind. And we'll be picking up right where we last left off.
Are you wearing eyeliner?
Am I wearing eyeliner?
It's still there from last night's
Probably
photo
still there
shoot.
from last night's photo shoot.
Last night we did our Hellgate photo shoot, guys.
We did.
So we are working on it. It is near.
Go on.
I'm not saying
finish
it. None of you
Finish
are
it.
either, no.
Near dark.
It is not near dark.
It is.
But let me go ahead and refresh my palate with a nice crisp drink of liquid death. Not sponsored,
Hey,
but
if you all could bombard
but if you
their
guys can
email,
all email them and
let
tell them
know.
to sponsor us.
Hashtag could be sponsored.
Hashtag should be sponsored. The official drink of Near Dark Society, and not Baja Blast, but
That Baja Mast.
yeah.
We can't even say brands.
I don't know, dude. I don't know how it fucking works.
If we were larger, then yeah, definitely not. You wouldn't be able to say that. You'd have to like.
I've
cover
seen
it
streams
up.
where they like have Starbucks. It's obviously Starbucks, but they have duct tape covering the logo.
Yeah. There you go, Justin. But like legitimately, it doesn't really.
Gonna get us today, copyright strikes.
Gatorade would have to legitimately be like, we don't want our product shown here, and then.
I don't blame them, honestly.
Oh yeah, it is a hot
I
mess
don't
here.
blame them.
But when we last left off, our entire group was in the midst of a rather royal affair. Although you guys aren't quite sure what this event is. You guys were kind of pulled by the ear here to the city of Neve, where there's some sort of royal dignitary gathering. Rather the topic of the meeting and the gathering is yet to be revealed to you. You've already made your appearance within this grand hall where all these royals and nobles are gathering, casually discussing gossip, kingdom. But the point of the event is soon to arrive, just as King Anson and his son Leoric have arrived to the event. The two individuals that specifically Racine asked you all to keep a close eye on. So that's where we'll begin tonight. Within this hall, in the city of Neve, and our very out-of-place Widowmakers.
You said we were fancy dressed.
You are very fancy
Oh, you
dressed.
mean our behavior.
I mean your behavior.
Our rat behavior.
You are all very, just rip it off. Just rip it off, Justin.
Who? What? What are you talking about?
He could not have done this any longer. He really
You
could.
literally just made me snort. Thank you.
Well, she's gonna put the. Oh, good.
Good job, you did it.
I expect you to put it on the other side, right on the paper.
Actually, it would have been funny if I missed a huge spot and had the whole logo on it.
Still have the sheet. All right. But now, you all witnessed King Anson, his son Leoric, who you all just recently realized was the elder brother of Orin Proudheart, the unfortunate assassinated prince that sort of brought the original strangers together before Legic's arrival and before many separations. There's a strange, almost coming full circle with his appearance. As he enters into the hall with his father, there is definitely an air of regalcy to them. They are very well dressed. Anson has his rather reputable posture and almost presence about him. He walks with confidence. He walks like a king. And his son Leoric seems to have adopted that trait from his father as well. And as they enter the room, and as their announcement ends, royals continue to go about their business. One by one, royalties from all over Abendal seem to arrive. You hear royals arriving from Lochendal, Rathenkel, Yoria, Fostelm, the country of Noth, Eteron, Goldia, Gwendel. There is a lot of royalty here. Many kingdoms and their representation is here. Although one stands out to you, Lavende. They announce the dignitaries of the country of Skyhelm. But it's not the High King of Skyhelm that draws your attention. It's the priestess that is with him. Specifically, High Priestess, and they use her last name, Borna, which you remember was Sky's last name.
That's right.
And you do remember that she was from Skyhelm. You remember her speaking about her family was a very holy family. They held a very significant role within their kingdom. You don't know the relations, but you would assume that this person is most likely somehow related or connected to Sky. What would you all like to do?
What is there to do?
Besides, you know.
Are they still walking around with drinks on trays?
Yes, I mean it's not like a frat party. People aren't drinking excessively, but
Well, I haven't had me a drink yet, so I'm gonna go up to one of these waiters and poke them. Can I have a couple of those drinks? Just two.
you are given drinks freely.
Thank you. And I'm gonna go right back to my group. All right. Well, so we just have to stick close to
King Anson.
yeah, Mr. Anson.
Where has he been standing this whole time? The same spot? Or what's he doing? Is he roaming around?
It's moving around the room.
Is it just? I mean,
His
it's
son.
a
Him and his son.
Is his son following him around?
His son is not following his father, but is within vicinity.
Let's stick to him.
We should just at least have one person always keep an eye on him, I think. And then we all just kind of create a perimeter around him.
I think that'll work.
Remind me again while we're doing this. So they're afraid someone's going to attack him or something.
Yeah, that is what Dick Barry had said.
Someone that's here.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. Could be a guess even.
Alright, who looks fishy?
They all look kind of fishy. I don't trust politicians.
Well, as you go ahead and give me a perception check around the room.
Here. You don't have your dice, you said?
I have right here. I just forgot them.
Oh, you have them right there.
You rolled one though.
Some of my dice are cursed, so.
Oh
just so
yeah.
you know.
She finally admits it. It's not me.
Oh no, it's you. Probably came from you.
What?
Are we all rolling perception?
If anyone who wants to look around at dignitaries or
25.
25,
I also got 25.
I also got.
I get a +1 in perception. That's it. I got
Me
that
too. I also got 70.
We need to up that.
okay.
Maybe I'm just really looking at my drinks.
Were you rolling as well?
Yeah, I
Got
rolled
25
24.
too.
25. So you guys both got the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hell
So-
yeah, hell yeah.
As you look around the room, obviously many of these individuals you do not recognize. You've never met many of them. However, there is one individual that you actually do recognize. In fact, it's someone that you encountered down in the Strand. You all remember having your ship boarded by a naval officer of Sinzaland, Lady Ashwood.
It was Claudia's sister.
Correct.
Yeah.
You see that she is here. She is within this party, although not typically dressed in her half-plate armor. She is dressed in more of a dignified sort of ceremonial officer's uniform, in a sense. However, she does appear to have a ornamental weapon even on her side, even at an event like this. That is the only individual that you recognize quite well at first, until you also notice Fentis Merryway is here as well,
With her or separately?
separately. However, by Fentis, Jez and Lavende are able to see this. You see he appears to have a personal guard with him. Daromir.
Where's Ventus?
He was a politician who.
He's from the beginning.
Yeah, he was from.
Darmir's with him?
Yeah, appears to be as a personal assistant or bodyguard.
Alright.
I was going to ask you if you saw. Wasn't that Claudia's sister? And like motion my head towards.
Yeah, I noticed. I also noticed Ventus.
Yeah. I'm just going to go out on a limb here and say that if anybody was going to try to kill anybody, it would be him.
Oh, what makes you think that?
I
Not to
don't-
say it out loud or anything.
Wait, you guys see Fentis?
I mean,
I'll go, like, nod my head towards where he is.
Yeah.
Don't make it obvious.
I try to make it not obvious. I go,
So,
Oh my god.
and you notice that as you kind of glance over and look towards Fentis, you see Fentis having a conversation, and you watch as his head kind of casually looks over, and you meet eye contact with him, and you notice as soon as that happens, he kind of goes and moves over and starts making his way towards you.
What do you mean he's coming this way? Did he see you?
We locked eyes, and then he dismissed his look over there.
Oh, you know, I guess I can't be mad. We kind of stand out.
that is true.
Is this a bad guy?
Yes, he's pretty bad.
We'll explain after this. when there's
Fentis
not
makes
some
his
meetings.
approach, and you notice that Daromir by his side as well, who Daromir looks towards the group and kind of gives a head nod as he approaches Fentis. Ah, it's been some time, strangers, hasn't it? Or I should say, what you're being called now is Dawnbringers.
Thank you.
It has not been long enough, I think.
Quite impressive. Well, it's been, I think 3 years since I've seen you all.
It feels like just yesterday.
What have you been up to? What are you doing here tonight?
Well, I'm here because I'm curious on why the mages of Neve have summoned all of us from all over Abendor for some sort of congregational meeting.
Oh, you were summoned as well.
Yes. It's quite strange, though. The only reason why they would bring us here is because, well, as we all know, there is a war currently going in the north, making its way to the south. And Neve is a place of neutrality. Even warring kings are not allowed to spill blood here. So it makes me wonder what these mages have up their sleeve. You haven't heard anything, have you?
Not a word. We've been kind of busy, I'm sure you know.
I don't mean to interrupt, but what is your name?
Oh, where are my manners? This is our new crewmate. Legic.
Legic Lundarian.
Pleasure to meet you there, Legic. My name is Fentis Merryway. I am currently overseeing Venarlia's political grip in Aronia.
So you've known him for a couple of years?
Well, they performed a job for me and helped me with a certain political move, which helped progress the country quite well. You should all be...
Quite the bloody political move.
Well, sometimes you have to crack a few eggs to make an omelet, don't
More
you?
than a few.
I like large omelets.
I sense that.
I see. I won't judge by past endeavors. As long as it's for the greater good, right?
Ends justify the means can be a valid argument. I don't really care about that. It's more about the progression.
Progression. Progression to what?
A place where people are much more entitled to live how they wish. Look around you. Legic, right? How many kings, lords, and ladies do you see in this room? Far too many to count in under a minute. And with that, it's very hard to get things done when you have so many pieces of red twine holding things back.
Oh, so it's an anarchy thing. I can get behind that.
Well, let's just say I'd like to downsize. But I am curious about what Neve's whole plot in this is.
Well, if you're lucky, you'll find out tonight, but something tells me you probably won't. Regardless, you're not going to find anything out from us. Assuming that was the purpose of coming over here to talk to us.
Well, you can't say that I haven't missed you all.
Insight check.
Sure.
I hate his stupid face.
I kind of want to roll that too.
Someone else do it. I got a 4.
Because
Yeah, sure, you can roll
Just-
insight with disadvantage.
just
Disadvantage.
He can do disadvantage.
Oh, because he doesn't know
He
him.
doesn't know him.
Yikes.
I got 15.
What'd you get, Jez?
4. Fallen?
I got
15?
12 on disadvantage.
You guys all rolled insight?
Yeah, they have to
I
make up
was
for my
doing it because I'm
incompetency.
like interested in this
Wow.
conversation or what.
What'd you get?
15.
15?
I don't like. the
All right,
way he's
so-
talking about this.
Lavende and Falner, you
Wait
guys...
till we tell you.
You guys are the more, I guess, zoned in the conversation, paying attention to Fentis's mannerisms and body language, but he's got a poker face that could win a championship. It's very hard to read him. You get a genuine sense that he is being honest, but you would not place your life on that.
Can I roll an insight check on Darmir since he's just standing there?
Daromir is almost looks as though he's trying to find a way to butt in, but you can tell he's also keeping an eye out. Before you,
Also, I'd like to take a quick glance at Ansel, make sure he's okay.
sure. Give me a perception check.
What was his son's name?
Leoric.
Leoric.
6.
6. You don't see him.
Ah, fuck, we had one job.
It was she
I'm going to leave this
Okay.
conversation.
Are you alright?
Is everything okay?
Yeah, I'm going to leave. There's
What's
somebody.
happening?
There's somebody I want to talk to, but I'll keep an eye out.
You notice that Daramir kind of butts in and goes, I wish I could have, said hello as well, but Fentis, I don't see Anson. He's moved. We should probably go for...
Wait, what?
And you
What are you
watch as
dragging Anson for?
Fentis kind of goes, you all have a great time at the party. And they turn and...
I'm gonna follow that.
Why do none of us have Zone of Truth, by the way?
It's not your paladins.
We're not mages. We're not paladins. We're
Where
not
the fuck
nothing.
is Anson?
I wanna look for the.
Oh, yeah, well, you know what? Even weirder is Daramir just pointing that out too, and now they're skedaddling.
Wait,
I just made that word up. Do you like it?
Skedaddling.
Skedaddling.
I'd say.
I'm pretty sure that's a word.
I'd say
No,
when
I
you're
made
looking
it up.
for him, maybe follow.
Oh yeah, I went to college.
Mm-hmm, yeah, we're aware. You
I'm
went to
pretty sure
college.
that's a word.
So did Draven. What does that mean?
I can play it in a song if you want.
You're talking an awful lot when we need to go find Anson.
Oh, you're right. Let's fucking go.
Oh, where do we start? Where was he last?
Someone just scream out Anson.
No,
Describe the
we're
room.
not going to do that. That is a horrible idea.
Describe the room.
Describe the room.
Yeah.
It's packed.
What
It's-
exits are there?
There is a main entrance into the grand hall. That is where the guests are coming in. You guys came in through a side door, which is connected to essentially like a servant's walkway or a servant's hallway that they're bringing in like drinks from. Essentially, you guys were staged in some sort of like guest room that was pretty close to what you could smells like possibly the kitchen. But you are most likely assuming that those rooms that you were in were probably guest rooms for servants and workers.
Is there
So how many exits are there?
As far as you can see, one main entrance where people could leave in, and then there's the servants' entrances that you guys came in through. So probably 3 altogether.
Is there a mezzanine?
You guys could go through. No, there's no mezzanine. These are massive, probably easily 20, 30 feet tall walls that go up to a massive domed ceiling where you can see there is multiple huge chandeliers that are falling. They're not even hanging from the ceiling. They are literally floating in the air with magic.
So this is like a ballroom.
Yes, it is like a
With no
massive...
balconies or anything?
No balconies.
It's all one floor.
It's all one floor right here.
Alright, so here's my idea. I propose that we split up. I know, I hate saying it, but there's 3 different exits that he possibly could have taken, so we should each take one.
That works.
I'm fine with going alone
I
through
think,
one.
I
What's
think we're
his-
pretty capable.
What's his hair color?
He's blonde.
And his son?
His son has white hair.
What were they wearing?
Well, Anson is wearing his basically his royal kingly outfit. He has like an ornamental cape. He has very, very elaborate blue and silver embroidered clothing. He has a crown that has a pegasi on it. It is also silver as well. It does have a blue gem in the front of it. He has a well-groomed blonde beard. He's probably in his early 50s.
I assume if we see him, you'll let us know it's him.
Yes,
Alright.
yeah.
All right. So just to be sure, if we do look for him, let's see if what if he was kidnapped? Perhaps
Very possible.
like overdressed, maybe
Well, yeah.
disguised or something.
Are we getting paid for this? What's happening?
Don't forget we don't have any of our weapons.
I don't need them.
Don't need them either.
Did they let me bring my loot in?
You seem like a guy who can kill with his bare
That'd
hands.
be fine.
You would not have been able to bring your loot in, no.
Listen, alright, so I'll go and take the main exit. There's a servant quarters on each side. Whoever wants to split up into that,
I will hit the back end and see if I can find Leoric.
let's meet back at the main entrance.
Fauna, do you want to take the other entrance and I can go around and try to find?
Sure.
I think.
Let's all meet back here in 10 minutes, and if not, then we're going to assume that the worst possible thing happened, so we'll figure it out from there, right?
That just sounds good.
Best
to me.
players, no plan, let's go.
And then everybody on the corner of the room.
What was that?
And I'm going to start making my way through the crowd, trying to find him or his son, because his son would stand out too as a.
Yeah.
What were they called again?
Zenithian.
Zenithian.
You do manage to go ahead and. So, are you going to search the room?
Yeah, I'm going to try to make my way around everybody and
Give
try
me an
to-
investigation check then, or perception, whichever one you want. Each one will give you a different different outcome of in the means of finding them.
I got the 15 on perception.
Perception, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, so what are you guys gonna do? Investigation or perception?
I do
When I
investigation.
go, I like to see if anyone looks suspicious as I'm looking around. Like clearly I can see people having chatter, but maybe I could point out maybe a few individuals that look like they're looking for something.
Okay.
I got natural 20, 23 altogether.
Okay. Okay.
What is it altogether? Is it still counts?
This is a 2.
So 3? Or a 1?
I only got 2.
Okay.
Investigation is fine.
What was it?
Investigation is fine.
Investigation or perception, whichever one you want to do.
Well, no. Hey, fuck you. Stay in my hand. 18.
On perception?
Yes.
Okay. So you're moving towards the front of the
The main
main entrance, and then you went towards Bolner.
I went towards the other exit.
Okay, so you went towards the servants' quarters. And then you're searching the room, and then you were also searching the room, essentially. Okay.
Well, who took the third door? There's the
Nobody
third
did.
one.
No, I thought
That
you
was the
were.
plan.
I was heading to the back, but I was also looking at people.
All right. Lavender, you do see Leoric. He's still in the ballroom. He appears to be mingling at the current moment. Doesn't seem to be in distress or anything. Jezebel, as you make your way to the front, you actually see what looks like Daramir and Fentis also kind of walking down the front entrance and searching as well. And as you make your way to the servants' quarters, you open up the door, you head back in. This is where you guys came in from in the ball. The moment you do, you notice that you see Larician, and Larician eyeballs you and goes, Volna, come here.
I look around, come closer.
We found out a little bit more information about what's going on.
Did you?
What?
Did you?
Yes. Give you a hand. Notice as you take your hand, he brings up his hand. You watch as he puts a spell. His hand sort of flashes with this blue arcane light. You watch as a sigil kind of pops up over your hand. We definitely know that there's somebody within this group that is a spy. One of the dignitaries here inside of this ballroom is the culprit we're looking for. This involves a very delicate political matter within Neve, and I'm going to need you to be as tactful as possible.
Oh, you came to the right man. What is this?
It's going to be a way to identify the traitor. You're going to need to shake their hand. Once you do, it will flash blue for everything is okay. And if it flashes red, you'll have found the individual we're looking for. Only you will be able to see this flash.
Alright, how does that work? It reads people's, like, their traitorness.
I don't have time to describe the magical components and the technical aspect of the spell.
It's quite a handy spell. I'm just saying.
It's specifically designed for this.
Don't ever teach Jezebel this. She would be shaking everyone's hand.
What do you mean? It doesn't. It's. Never mind. I'm gonna need you to head back out there.
What?
Start introducing yourselves.
Right. So,
That's typically the best way to get someone to shake your hand.
Oh, right. I understand that, but is there anyone here that I should be wary of? Like, I don't know. I don't know how some of these countries work. Everyone shakes hands? Is that just, I don't know.
Jesus
Do I have to
Christ.
be royalty to shake someone's hand? Is what I'm saying. Like,
As
I
far as
am.
they know, you are.
I mean, I am.
You are here, so the people in there are going to assume you are a royal, or at least noble.
I mean,
If you could see your comrades, tell them to come here so I can give them the spell as well.
sure. All right. Well, are you gonna stay in here?
I will wait here.
All right. Can I insight check them?
Sure.
Uh, 20.
You get a sense he knows more than he's letting on, but
Imagine that.
Alright.
you don't feel like he's lying.
Right.
Exactly.
You're a good man, Lysian. You would never let me down, and I keep on walking out and reporting at him. And I leave.
Do we know if Barry's supposed to be showing up for this at all?
You know Barry's here, but you don't
Oh,
know.
he is here.
Yeah, he brought you guys here.
Okay.
I'm gonna go look for the group.
Okay. You should be able to find your group pretty easily, unless Jez was going
We're all
to.
spread out.
Unless
We're
you,
supposed to meet back at the entrance in 10 minutes.
Okay.
I'll wait for them.
Good shit.
I was going to go to Leoric.
Okay.
Excuse me, are you Leoric?
You know, as he kind of like turns towards you, and you see that he finishes a drink and kind of sets it on a servant's platter and goes, I am. It's sorry, I don't recognize you.
You wouldn't. Though I am sorry about your brother. Me and the group that I travel with kind of found him and got word.
Apologies. You were the ones that found Orin.
Yeah, we found him after. I'm sorry for your loss.
It's not the best way to open up a conversation.
Well, I don't know anybody here.
It's fine. It's
and-
fine. It's fine.
You guys, your family don't die, yes.
I
Thank you for recovering him.
yeah.
My little brother was I hadn't seen him in a long time before I went overseas.
I didn't know.
We still haven't caught the faction responsible for it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
My name is Lavende, by the way. Lavende Boli.
It's nice to meet you. I wish it was under different circumstances.
I just wanted to. I don't know. I'm not really good at talking to people, and I felt really bad once you were in the room, you and your father. I just kind of wanted to say sorry to both of you. I want to look around. Do you know where your father went? He doesn't. I was surprised he's not around you.
Yes, I believe he went to relieve himself.
Okay. Then we'll wait till he gets back. I'm not going to go to the bathroom to try to find him.
I would hope so. If that was the case, I would definitely inform you that you need to learn more about etiquette.
Yeah. Still working on it. Is there somebody walking by with a drink?
Yeah, you would have to kind of walk away and come back. But yeah,
I'm going to grab him a drink and I'll bring it back. I don't know if you already had the drink or not, but here's a drink.
You are.
To family, you know?
He grabs the drink from you. You are very unfamiliar with the etiquette of royalty, aren't you?
Yes and no, kind of, sort of.
Typically, as he brings his finger up and he rubs it around the rim of the glass, never give a drink to a royal. And he taps it, you watch as he casts a spell. You watch the spell fills the liquid and it dissipates and nothing happens.
I was sort of was gone for a long time, so I'm still getting used to it. And do you know Lendl, Rupert, Bully? Does those names from Bolstead?
I'm sorry. I've spent many years in Dremorden as a ward. It's been some time since I have been involved in this life of nobility within Abendor. I'm still getting accustomed to it, and it's coming back. I'm more upset that I wasn't here for Orin than anything else.
And that is how I feel about my father. He did a lot because of my disappearance, so I kind of, in a really weird way, really roundabout way, kind of understand where you're coming from.
Well, I'm sorry for your father.
It is fine. He did what he thought was best. But it was nice to meet you. And I hope we meet again under better circumstances than just this.
Yes. Thank you for introducing yourself to me.
Thank you for being so kind to have a conversation with me, even though I know I'm kind of weird.
Well, sometimes these parties need a little weird. Get a little stuffy. Enjoy yourself.
And you too. And I'm going to, at that point, I'm going to head back to where Jess wanted us to.
Really hope the king's not dead in a bathroom right now. That'll be awkward.
And
Give him the good old Tywin Lannister.
And you watch as you are in the front of the, the front entrance of the hall, or the grand hall.
No, why you put me back there? That's not where I am. I didn't go back.
You didn't follow Fentis and,
I was going, you never gave me a chance. I was going to do disguise self and follow them to listen to their conversation.
Okay, yeah, you could still do that if you
Okay.
want. Yeah.
I just want to look like a average person that would be there.
So you just kind of disguise yourself as a
Yeah.
regular noble.
Like a human.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, NPC. I feel like you were doing detective. Gotcha.
What?
Like an NPC. I feel like it's about.
Yeah, make me an NPC. Living the dream.
You follow behind them. It doesn't take long before they stop and you see Fentis kind of look both ways and just, I really hope that he didn't go and get himself into trouble. That would sort of damper things, wouldn't it? As Daramir kind of, hey, I kind of wish that we would have stayed back. Maybe watch them. Are you sure we trust them? Who? The Dawnbringers. Oh, I'm not worried about them and your old crush. Like, stop bringing that up. Listen, there's a reason why I have a tendency to bring you along when I think that they might arrive. You have a soft heart, Daramir. Sometimes that softness is exactly what I need. But right now, I need you to find Anson. Besides, the only thing the Dawnbringers are going to do are fucking burn the place down. Right. And if that's the case, then maybe we should be watching them so they don't burn the place down. Oh, there he is. He's coming. Oh, God, we were worried for nothing. Looks like he was just in the latrine. You just notice that you watch sees Anson returning to the party, and watch as Anson passes by them, and they sort of just kind of nonchalantly pretend like they don't notice him as he passes by you in your disguise. You see he heads back into the Grand Hall.
Alright, I'm gonna go somewhere and drop my disguise. When there's no one can look at me doing it, then I'm gonna go back to the meeting point.
Okay.
Darby was. Wait.
Wasn't he your paladin guy?
That's
Yeah.
from Raven's Grin.
Okay, I kept thinking he was
Pointing
the
at me.
Slayer. I kept thinking he was the Slayer. What was his name?
Who? The Slayer?
Yeah. The eye patch or whatever.
Oh, you talking about
Was
Carter?
No, who's the other whatever, we'll talk about it later. It's not important.
Are you talking about the mercenary that Ventus
Maybe.
employed?
I don't know.
That was Barrick.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
That was
yeah,
Barrick.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, Barrick
Okay.
Valos.
Darmir. Alright, yep. It's all coming back to me.
Intentionally ignoring him.
Alright.
Hey, Jesse.
The fuck is he with? Okay, this is even weirder to me now. Okay. Back to the meeting point.
Does everyone return to the meeting point?
I imagine we all saw Anson come back in.
Yeah.
He would have walked right by me too.
Yep.
Alright, good. So it seems like he was out and about.
Yes. I think I met his son, Leoric. He's just really nice, actually. Yeah.
That's good.
Oh god. What did you say to him?
Oh, nothing bad, I promise. We had a nice conversation, actually.
Hmm?
Yeah.
About?
Well, I felt really bad. Like, I saw them walk in the room, and then I felt really bad that I let him know that we were the ones who found his brother. And that I was sorry for his loss.
Alright.
It's supposed to be fun.
I don't know if it's supposed to be
No,
fun.
he seemed to... Yes, it is sad,
How
but
did he take it?
it could go either way, I think. He seemed sad about it at first, and he probably is sad about it still. He was away when it happened, so he didn't get the chance to be here. So.
No, I meant, how did he feel when you said that to him?
I mean, it is... Well, he was upset because he wasn't here. But I think, that realness, I don't know how these people really are around each other, but having a real conversation, I think, opened it up a little bit,
Yeah.
But I don't think that he is the one who is trying to do anything, right?
No,
Telling them
no.
out.
That's a bad one.
Were you all there?
I asked if everyone would return to the.
I mean, I think I was the first one, but
Okay.
all right, cool. Guess who I ran into?
A dragon.
Lorisian apple.
Oh.
Not a fucking dragon. You guys see this?
They don't see
See
anything.
your hand?
What are you doing?
What are we doing?
Well, Lorisian is
I was
Lorisian
gonna
is
say
in
something.
these slave quarters. He gave me a spell.
The what quarters?
Servants'
The
quarters.
slave quarters?
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry,
servants.
they have what in here?
Sorry, I misheard.
Oh god,
Servants'
the
quarters.
Memphis storyline's bleeding back into the. Oh my god.
Servants' quarters. My bad.
You get a hand lotion?
No. He
Your hands
gave
look
me a
softer.
he gave me
Your
a
arms look
spell.
smaller too.
Wait, listen. All right. He gave me a spell to be able to tell when someone's got a traitorous attitude.
Okay, maybe
gonna
we
look
shouldn't
at
talk
Nancy
about
real
this here.
You're just letting him put spells on you.
He said I should come get you all and bring you to him. He'll
Right.
give you guys the same spell. And
That doesn't seem strange to
and
you at
then
all.
It did.
I know I'm
I'm
paranoid,
not
but
sure
that
why
really...
I'm not even sure why he was in the servants' quarters.
15 to check on Anson.
So he's returned back to the Grand Hall, and it appears that he is now speaking with. It does not look like a noble. It actually looks like an archmage. It looks like he's speaking to one of the mages of Neve. It looks like they are getting ready to make some sort of announcement, possibly.
He said if I shake someone's hand, it will glow blue and only I can see it apparently. It will glow blue if everything's fine, but if it's not fine, then it
Fauna,
will glow red.
do me a favour. You're able to do the mind message thing, right? Where you can talk to people in their mind or some shit.
I wish.
I thought you could.
I fucking wish. You know how often I would use that if I had that?
We need to find Barry and have him look at that. Or the other one.
Can we?
We'll go find him, but I think something's about to happen.
What do you mean?
I said it looks like they may.
Oh.
Where is he pointing? I'm looking.
He's
Looking
pointing
at-
towards
looking at
Anson and
It's in the Archmage.
who basically seems to be speaking with a mage, an
I think
archmage.
they're just talking, Logic.
Do you think that's him? Should we take him out?
No.
What are you doing?
You're getting really ahead of yourself on
It's
that.
a spell.
What?
Maybe I should go shake his hand.
Might seem a little awkward to just go up there and shake
How
his
many
hand,
people
I
are
don't know.
around us right now?
Quite a few actually.
I'm saying this is quiet as possible.
Has anybody? Can I look to
What's
see if
quiet
anybody
for
has paid
Father?
attention?
Well, here's the thing: is this is not a rowdy tavern. This is not a large mess hall where people are eating and laughing and yelling. People are speaking very subtly and quietly. It doesn't matter if you are talking like this. People right next to you are going to be able to hear you.
So can I roll to see if anybody is like?
Sure, give me a perception.
Sounds like there definitely will be.
That is 24.
There is definitely people eavesdropping.
Listen, you know,
I'm gonna grab him.
we've had a long day. Why don't we just go outside and get some fresh air? How
Let's
about
try this. Hey, can you shake?
No.
Good thing
Fauna,
you had submitted
fauna.
the drink, Fauna.
that? Well, the combination of that and the
That's one
head.
drink.
You had that terrible traumatic head injury the other day.
And this shit ain't
Listen,
anything.
we've done this
It's not
before.
even that strong.
There's no one giving you magical powers, Fauna. It's all in your head.
Here we go
Why don't we
again.
take you outside and let you get some fresh air?
Talking about red and blue hands.
Don't tell me it didn't happen. It did happen.
Fauna, I'm
Father,
gonna
you're
point
talking
to.
really loud right
I'm
now.
gonna blatantly point to the fucking scar in his head.
You still have some brain damage, mate.
Wow.
You're letting things get to your head.
Wow. You really gotta bring up the appearance right now.
Let's-
I'm in a very vulnerable state in general.
What?
Oh, your appearance. I thought you said my parents. I was like, wait, what?
Sorry. My appearance.
I'm just gonna walk away.
I'm gonna grab him by the
Right
collar
back.
and drag him.
Gonna
Going
What
to
are
the
you
exit.
doing?
Let's go.
Wait, where are we going?
We're getting some fresh air because you need it.
Stop. I don't need it. I'm
You
fine.
need fresh air.
I'm not even drunk.
I'm gonna try and knock him out.
I'm one.
Are you gonna do it subtly?
Yeah, like a quick to the back of his head.
I'm gonna tell you right now that will be almost impossible with his level. But
Oh, is he 10 feet tall right now?
no, I'm just saying is that you would have to drop him essentially to 0, and with a single hit, which is definitely not.
With
good.
a soft hit. Just subtle soft hit.
Alright, then I'll just drag him.
No, stop dragging me. Why did you
Why do you have to make everything so fucking difficult all the time? Look at around you.
look around?
There's people staring.
Yes.
Yeah, people are staring at you.
Yeah, because someone's dragging
No,
a
it was
giant through
before.
the fucking
It was
darkness.
before because you're being so fucking loud. You're saying things that everyone can hear.
Well, you guys aren't listening.
I was heading to the servants' quarters.
Okay.
See what the hell he was talking about.
We're going to find Barry.
Let's resolve this first.
Oh my god.
You think Barry's outside?
Yeah, you know what? I heard word that he's actually out here, so maybe we should go check.
Alright.
I'm still dragging him.
I can walk.
Are you now willingly walking?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Lavende, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go. I'm going to look at this and then go no, and I'm going to like quickly not run, but quickly make my way to Logic.
Okay. So you guys leave out of the room, like leave Anson out of sight.
Why you gotta say it that way?
Like
Out of sight, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. None of us are watching Handsome now.
I don't give a shit about Hanson.
Oh, fuck.
actually, if I were to cast Hunter's Mark on him, would he know?
Yes.
He would know.
It'd be a very yes. He would know.
Okay.
It is-
Is that just verbal? I didn't know exactly how to.
That's a good idea, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fawn, what was your wisdom at? Just for future reference.
It's impeccable.
What's impeccable?
It's impenetrable.
What is it?
It's like 24.
No, higher.
Don't worry about what my wisdom
All right.
is.
Legic and Lavande, you guys made your way to the servants' quarter. As you do, you see Larician sort of pacing back and forth as he sees the two of you. Like, great, you've made it. Where the fuck is everyone else?
Listen. Sorry, were you going to say something?
Oh, I was just going to say that whatever you did to Faulner made him talk really loud, and he definitely talked about it around people.
I told him to be as tactful as possible.
He was the worst person you could have said that to.
Literally the worst person.
Look, I don't know what you did, but I think I understand something about a
hand
spell hand gesture.
You
that-
watch as he pulls out like a pocket watch and... Yeah, we got a few more minutes before the announcement. We need it to hurry up, okay?
Okay.
Are you ready? Give me your hands.
Yeah, whatever.
What does this do? What is it?
Did Volner not fucking tell you
I
anything?
told you he was talking too loud.
You really did pick the
You
wrong.
watch as he puts
thought that
the
was bad.
spell over your hands. The moment he does, you see it flash. That sigil shows up on your hands.
Oh, so this is
This is a custom spell that I have made to help find a particular... There's someone in there that is pretending to be someone they're not. This...
Only us can see this, right? Or at least individually.
Individually, yes. You
So that's
cannot
why
see
we
each
I
other.
can't see you. Can you see mine? So there you go. I got
So
it.
this is an indicator, right? It said
Yes.
something about red and blue.
Blue, and they're fine. Red,
And they're not.
and you have your traitor.
Good. That's all I need to know.
Yeah.
I walk out.
Yes. And I'm going to do the same.
Okay.
He said a few moments, and I felt like we're on a time crunch. He definitely looked like we were on a time crunch. Pacing. We're like, God damn. I don't like talking to royals, but I guess it's going to be the best thing we're going to have to do.
Yeah, and I saw the. I think that is Sky, and I'm going to put Sky home, right? Is that
For what?
for the royal from
Skyhelm.
Skyhelm? Okay, that is what I thought, but I second guessed myself. The Skyhelm. Did you hear that priestess's last name?
Priestess.
The one that they're like, oh, this king. Skyhelm. I don't. There's somebody here with Sky's last name.
I never knew Sky's last name. You mean the that one?
The one who gave her life.
Yes.
Yeah.
One mate you. Never mind.
Mhm.
Yes. Okay, I remember.
Yeah, I'm going to go talk to them. You pick somebody and talk to them. And see if you can...
I might try to talk to people he's talking to afterwards. Maybe. We'll try that.
I'm glad that we have this together.
It's scary. I don't like talking to people. Alright, here we go.
So you make your way back out. What is Faulner and Jez gonna do?
So I was in the middle of taking Fauna outside, and they just broke off and went somewhere else.
Yeah, and when you go outside, you're more or less going into a great hall. You're not really
That's
going
fine.
outside, but
Whatever.
Is it like a hall with big windows where you can see the outside?
yeah,
That's pretty cool.
How many people are out here?
not a lot. I mean, and the people that are out are like, you can tell the people that are trying to have personal conversations have come out here as well. And they are spread out and sort of speaking to each other.
Alright, Fauna, I feel like this has already gone to shit. So I just want to bring out you to say anything further that you're going to say. Make sure that we're not around loads of people. There's going to be information like what you just told us.
Oh my. Right. Fair enough.
Also, what if that was some sort of spell so we can hear everything that we're saying now?
That would be a mean trick, Lorisian. I don't know.
Alright.
The way he told me how it works, it doesn't sound like it would be a listening device.
Well, he wouldn't want you to think that, would he?
Probably not. I mean, I agree. It was really weird seeing him in the servants' quarters. I agree. I would like to see Barry first before I start shaking random people's hands.
Well, let's see if we can find him then.
Alright, should we call out his name?
I look around. I don't think I see him here, so I don't think that's gonna do anything.
I mean, if we say it real loud, maybe he can hear it.
real loud, like the thing we just agreed that you weren't going to do anymore.
Oh, real loud is in share information, right? But now we're looking for someone. The best way to
Volna,
look for
have you ever
someone.
been to like a royal event before?
No.
Or a high class event with nobles? No, that's not surprising. I grew up in that setting, alright? I'm going to tell you that behaving that way is going to draw attention. So, no matter what it's about, don't talk like that.
Alright.
Alright? You're a king, right?
I am.
Just want to act like one.
So I don't know. Kings can do whatever the fuck they want, right?
That's no mentality for a real king to have.
That's fair.
A fun king, sure, but not a real one.
Maybe I want to be a fun king.
Don't think your followers would want that.
Alright. So, Barry, where would he be?
I imagine he'd be mingling.
If you were young, good-looking Barry, where would you be right now?
Probably mingling.
Alright.
Or taking in all the fancy food that he can before he has to leave.
Alright. So where do we find that?
Let's just go back into the main event and walk around and see if we can find him.
Alright. Alright, let's do it.
Alright, good talk.
Right break.
Turn and walk back in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you do, you all come out into the hall. You guys enter back in from the main entrance, and you hear a sort of disembodied voice start to fill the hall. You can hear as someone begins to speak. Dignitaries, royals, and nobles of Abendor, thank you all for accepting the invitation of Neve to discuss a political dispute that has been brought to the attention to this great magocracy. May we please let King Anson, High King of Venalia, speak on behalf of his kingdom, his country, and his men. Watch as Anson sort of takes the center. And when they speak, I mean they've sort of spread out the center of the ballroom, and now there's a giant circle where King Anson is allowed to basically walk into the center and speak to everybody. Lords, ladies, kings and queens of Abendor, thank you for allowing me to lend my tongue to speak and for you to listen. As you all know, Venalia has been at war with kingdoms of Westhold. Some of you reside within these walls right now. My countrymen, my countrywomen spilled blood on foreign soil. And you as well. We have our own people dying to fight this war. And why? Because someone within this kingdom, within this great continent, refuses to accept the responsibility of the assassination of my son. And lo and behold, the King of Gravoy, the bloody sovereign, too much of a coward to show his face. The sound of marching.
Why are we here?
Heavy metal bootfall.
We go home now.
As you watch as the front entrance begins to start to move away.
Move away.
They start to split apart. A sea of people move to the side. So you see what looks like probably about 10 soldiers marching in formation. They break and create a almost trident. In the very front, you will see an individual, long black hair, clean shaven, strong stoic grimace, deep sunken in dark eyes, black plate armor. His red cape drapes behind him, once white, now dirty and stained with blood. You watch as they march boldly and arrogantly into the room. You see as this man in the black plate armor speaks out amidst King Anson. I am not scared of you, and Kravoy will not back down. You started this war. You turned your blades against my men. You watch as King Anson, awfully bold of you to bring soldiers into Neve. You know what will happen if you draw blood here. I will not break their sacred treaty, nor will I back down from an invitation from my enemy. You have made a mistake. You have laid claim upon me and my land. Anywhere, any place that my soldiers lay their blood is land that I'm willing to take. And that includes any of you who wish to stand against Kravoy. How long has it been since you all have even sieged a castle? How long has it been since you've ever faced war, famine, hardship? You're all weak, soft. If need be, I will raise the north. I will knock down your castle walls. I will pull your babes from their cribs. I will burn your people on stakes. I will feast on your cattle. And what will you do? You will die. Afraid. You will die. With your own people turning against you. You call me the bloody sovereign. You call me a tyrant. Then end it. Kill me here. Not one of you have a bolt with my name on it. Not one of you nobles. That is what I thought. Watch as he turns, makes his way as his soldiers move to the side. As he turns to walk out, you hear King Anson speak up. I do not care. I do not fear you. I want justice for my son. If you claim to me and can prove that you are not involved in it, there is no reason for a war. There is no reason for bloodshed. But someone within Westhold is responsible. Your sovereign spins back around, and I am not even of Westhold. I care not for the countries on the coastal region. My country lies in the high mountains, in the cold steeps that you all are too afraid to even trench in. The ancient forgotten land of giants and dragons. Or do you forget that it was the man of Cravoy that pushed back the Warborn and kept your plane safe? It was Cravoy that kept the orcs, that kept the trolls, and the giants, and the ogres, and the dragons. From claiming everything. Yet we are forgotten. We are the ones left to fight for ourselves, and that is how it always will be in Cravoy. Retreat. Pull your men from my front, or I will press the advance. Sovereign turns and leaves.
While that was happening, can I roll a perception check to see if anyone was not paying attention to him, but paying attention to Anson instead?
Sure.
Within the crowd?
Sure, yeah, absolutely. Give me an investigation.
Jesus Christ. That is just an investigation?
Investigation or perception.
Perception would be 14.
Not that you can tell, everyone seemed to be pretty focused on Sovereign.
This was supposed to be fun.
Was it?
You're not
I
having
thought so. Free drinks,
Are you not having fun?
a ballroom.
You watch as the Sovereign leaves, his soldiers retreat with him, and the room then turns back on its attention onto Anson. Notice that Anson looks towards everyone and almost with a look of defeat seems to slowly step off as this archmage seems to take its step back on. An elderly individual with this high headpiece, this like almost tri-point red cap, this long, elaborate, draped robes. His pruny hands seem to raise up and look towards the nobles and lords and ladies of the room. As it is known, Neve is a neutral place. War and conflict are forbidden. Remember this when you are within these walls. If you wish to fight, take it outside of this city. Tonight's event and hospitality will continue until the last guest. Proceed with your nightly affairs. You watch as it vacates. Notice that there's a sense of hostility, and Jez, you know from your noble background, essentially what he just said, that basically means that the people can stay until the last person. People can essentially mingle and speak as long as they wish. However, it is kind of a rule that once that has been said, it's usually like you got about an hour before they kind of respectfully want you to start leaving.
Closing.
Closing time.
Yeah, closing time. Last call. Sort of say.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Yeah.
Is there a rather open area of the room that we could go to if we want to talk privately?
Well,
I can see.
the balls room sort of kind of began to fill out again. You can find a place sort of away from people, but I mean.
Wait, no. Barry. Before we say anything else, Barry. Has anyone seen him yet?
I have not.
I haven't really looked for him.
I'm gonna go start looking for him.
Same.
Okay.
Group, we're not splitting up this time. Last time we split up, he had a spell put on him. God knows what it's doing. Don't say anything you wouldn't want someone else to hear. I'm pointing to his hand.
Did you guys get the same thing?
We're gonna go talk to some people.
Wait, I thought we were going to go as a group. What's happening?
I'm gonna stay with Anson.
It's all falling apart. Am I not the captain?
No.
Is it because I'm not on a ship?
No,
Is it void? Does no one respect me anymore?
Don't you hate that title to begin with, most of the time?
I hate it, but I have it,
I
don't
get you
I?
would if I
Might as well
married.
use it.
Sure.
But I'd like to stick to Anson, just in case.
He's got a good point. So much
Listen, this is all going to shit. It's all going to shit. There's like the most tension I've ever seen in my life. It was sexual tension at some point. Anyone else agree?
What?
There's some
No,
sexual
hold on.
tension there in
Where?
the conversation.
Though I will say
Which
that
way? Who?
Wait, did you?
Ansem and the Kroy guy.
Oh, really?
The
Sexual
bloody
tension?
bear, whatever the fuck his name is.
Did
Huh?
you have the hots for the Kravoyan guy? Is that what it was?
No, he didn't strike my fancy. I just meant between the two of them, the conversation had some tension
Sexual tension?
about pressing advances and
Ah.
calling men out.
Okay, we're getting off the subject.
I'm beginning to think there might be more to this whole dynamic than what meets the eye. You know?
I'm going to-
first, but you're right. It
Yeah.
was.
while they're talking, I'm going to keep my
He's up
eye
for a
on
song.
Anson.
Okay.
The first bard to bring to light the sexual tension between the kings. You have gold right there, Fauna. Think all the diamonds you could buy with that wealth.
Supple were their words. Romantic were their.
I'm walking off
Gazes.
now. This is too much for me. I don't want to hear you say those words. I don't really know what they mean, but when you say them, I really don't like it.
Everyone knows what supple means. That's all you need to hear to leave.
That is pretty much the word. Just like the word moist.
You don't like
Moistens.
the word supple.
Supple.
You and Jess fine, Barry. I'm gonna go mingle.
Yes, and I'm going to do the same.
For reasons.
For reasons. Everyone's splitting up now. Fine, you know, whatever. I'll go back to being old Jez. I'll just get drunk in a corner and not give a shit.
So I can be as loud as I want now.
I don't fucking care anymore. I'm gonna go find Barry.
Oh god. Oh god.
Oh, I'm gonna look for Barry too. I was just joking.
Give me a perception check. People that are looking for Barry.
25.
How are you looking for him?
With my eyes.
Okay.
What
So
do you mean?
you're not calling him out. You're just walking
No,
in the crowd
I'm
looking
trying
for
to
him.
find him with my eyeballs.
All right.
Is that a real drink?
This? Oh yeah, fuck yeah, this is wine, dude.
So
For legal purposes, this is water.
We're not on Twitch anymore.
so
Is that
That was a fat drink for water.
Oh my god. I got 3.
25.
okay. So you don't see him at all.
I don't think he's here anymore. I
Jez,
don't see him.
as you go through the crowd, you do not see him either.
I think you might
However,
be right.
as you are walking through and not being able to see him, you notice that King Hansen approaches you.
Me.
Yes, you.
Why?
I'm gonna get a room.
That was a quick drunk.
You watch as he approaches and sort of looks towards you and. You seem lost.
No, I think I'm fine. I'm in a ballroom, last I checked. What do you mean?
No reason, just seem.
Your Majesty, by the way, sorry.
That's not
Your
necessary.
Grace,
do
my
not.
lord.
Do not. That's
Curtsy.
weird hearing you say that. Please don't say that.
Oh, why is that weird?
Have you been introducing yourself to people here?
No. This is the king?
Yes.
Oh. Oh. Is there anyone in particular, Your Grace, that I should be introducing myself to? Oh, I'm sorry. Let me get another one in real quick. I'm going to curtsy.
Everyone. You should be introducing yourself to everyone.
Everyone.
We really would need to know if anyone was feeling little too warm. Maybe
course.
maybe they're getting a little too red from all the heat in here.
I'm not gonna lie, you lost me there.
It's
It is kind of warm now that you mentioned it, though. It is a little hot.
right. If it was cool, we would be very blue. Be good.
Oh,
If we were warm, we'd probably be.
Oh!
are you coming on to
I mean, I'm not
me?
there, but. Is it not too?
Hold on.
You know, I don't have a room here, but
Take
we
a
can go find a,
walk
like a
here.
broom closet or something.
That's funny.
I'm looking at you guys like, oh wow.
You watch as he kind of. Jazz, you're making this really fucking difficult. I'm not supposed to do things like this. Come on.
Oh my god, can I see the actual king anywhere?
No.
Okay.
It's really risky what you're doing right now. It's kind
I
of hot.
know. I almost peed myself during that conversation.
Oh well, you lost me now. I'm not interested anymore.
Good. Get
Yeah.
back to the first.
Yeah, you got it. You got it, King Rooney. And I'm gonna turn around and grab Falner's. Let's go this
Wait, is
way.
Barry
What is going
Hansen
on?
right now?
Everything's all falling apart. I agree.
Did Barry show up as Anson?
What is going on, Jazz? What was all that?
Folder's just mind is
Never
melting.
mind. Listen to the king. The king instructed us. Introduce yourself to the people. You
Well-
have the ability. You have the ability.
He already
Introduce-
forgot. He already forgot.
I thought I was going to. We were going to find Barry. I
Yes,
found out
well,
what
the
this-
king himself came down and instructed us to introduce ourselves.
Well, I'm
Far
sorry.
be it
I
from
don't-
us to neglect the king's wishes.
I'm sorry. I don't
To
trust
use
the king
our
with
abilities.
fucking head.
Don't point at it.
What the fuck, dude?
I gotta make more rolls.
The king with hand magic?
Oh my fucking god, bro. Please roll something that gets them out of this situation, for the love of God.
They're making it worse.
I know, that's right. Get him out of the situation.
Specifically, he's making this worse.
I can't tell if Fowler doesn't know or if you don't know.
So you're saying
both.
Oh god, I don't know.
So you're saying I'm a great role player. Thank you.
I feel like he's using. You're deflecting. You're deflecting.
Just continue. Just
Hi,
continue.
Rain.
Listen, maybe we'll go introduce ourselves to some people like the king himself requested. You heard the man, right?
What if this isn't what is?
Stop pointing at it.
No, I'm the only one that can see it.
Oh my god! I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it.
All right.
Eventually, the person we're looking for is gonna hear.
Listen. I
If
don't
they
know
haven't
what's-
already.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna pretend to know what's going on between you and the king. But if you, the captain, tell me to go do something, I'm gonna go do it. All right? No questions asked.
Yes, I, as your captain, tell you go introduce yourself to people who
Just-
seem interesting.
Seemed interesting.
You watch as a butler walks up to Fulner. You see it appears to be a tall, elven woman. She appears to be wearing a servant's outfit, very very proper. Although it's almost more like a butler outfit, but it's not like a dress or anything. You see they approach with what appears to be an empty tray. Pardon me, my lord. It seems as though that we have ran out of drink. I was going to serve you, but I have nothing here. So she kind of looks both ways and realizes that no one's really looking. And what's your AC?
1,016,000.
Okay.
1,016,000.
Am I gonna get hit by a servant? Really? What are you? What?
You notice that as the servant sort of looks around, you see that they drop down, and as they do, they kind of get down, kind of like almost a squatting position, and they just take their hand and they just elbow shot you.
I'm with Fulner.
Yes,
I
know.
see this.
Yes, elbow shot you right in the gut, and as soon as you get hit, you're only gonna take 4 damage, but
I'll retaliate.
Oh, before we do that, I'm gonna walk up and grab the servant by the back of the neck, casually, but have a firm grip. Be like, I hope you did that for a good reason.
See that the servant turns their head and looks towards you, and then kind of like stares at you in the eyes. Sorry, it looks as though he has a stomachache. Trying to get him out of the room.
Oh, you know, you very good eye. I thought the same thing. I'm gonna pat them on the back.
Let's go, Folner.
You fucking piece
Go,
of
Fulner.
What?
Listen to them.
Please hit me.
You have a stomachache.
Because you
No,
have
I
a
don't.
stomachache. This is a kindred spirit.
We have some medicine that we can give you, my lord.
I don't trust you. I don't want you to anything to do
What's
with
your name? You look like a Menene or a...
That sounds like a lovely
or
name. It's a lovely name, but it's not my name.
Senene, maybe.
Lovely.
You seem like someone we might know or have met before. Maybe go with them. They have your best interests in mind. You
That
don't have a
person's
stomachache.
probably a very trusting person with
You
very
look, you have a
trusting
trusting
features.
face, yes.
you. Alright, let's see. Shake my hand.
Oh
How
my
you doing?
god. I'm a
Pleasure to meet you, my lord. It flashes blue.
Alright, I trust him.
Go with them.
What?
Go with them so they can give you medicine for your stomachache.
Alright. I don't think they can give me anything for this. I hurt like a
Trust me, we have medicine for everything. Please follow me.
Alright. Lead the way.
He said, please follow me.
Lead the way, psycho.
Watch as they turn and they sort of stand behind you and then immediately like push you in the back and make you start walking.
What, you like walked up to me just so we know.
Shut up and move, my lord! Watch as a few people, nobles, and just kind of turn and look, and
Halflings, am I right?
you watch as this individual walks up. Very dark, tan skin, very thick black, almost wavy like hair that falls down their shoulders. You can see he has gold makeup underneath his eyes. He has this a gold crescent moon on his forehead as well. He has this one strip of lip makeup that kind of comes down the center. He's very foreign looking attire that looks to be more suited for warmer climates. You see him approach you and go, "My dear, I was listening to the conversation."
Is this a cat?
No,
Person?
it's
Oh,
not.
okay, it's not because she.
He appears to be human.
Appears.
Let me introduce myself. I am Prince Hakir of Sajir.
Nice to meet you.
You notice as he grabs your hand and pulls it up to his mouth, and you see, well, you don't have the spell, so as you,
But what I see if I did?
who knows?
Blue or
Are,
red?
are we there?
Who
Are we
knows?
there too?
Yeah, where are you guys?
You guys won't be able to see it.
Where are you nearby?
But
I
you
can
guys
awkwardly
were
give-
both not near Jess.
I could awkwardly
and-
bring you into the conversation, be like, "Oh, meet so and so."
You don't want to do that to me too?
May I ask where your companion is from? He does not appear to be a noble. He seems to be quite out of place.
Oh, you don't know Falno Wildheart? He's the king of the giants.
I would assume that man over there with the flaming beard and 20-foot tall body.
Sadly mistaken. It's alright, it's a common mistake. I can't blame you. But big things come in small packages.
Well,
He's like, yup.
I'm very confused now.
Well, maybe when he comes back after cooling off for a bit, you can ask him yourself.
Maybe I will.
He's a rather interesting individual, if you can't tell already.
You see, but I also came over for other reasons. You look quite familiar.
Do I now?
Have you ever been to Soldier? You have. You have.
Doesn't sound familiar.
Definitely been to Soldier.
It doesn't sound familiar. I can't say that I have. Honestly, I've never been outside the continent. Why'd you ask?
I must be mistaking you for another voluptuous, red-skinned
There can only be one.
tiefling
Clearly you're mistaken, yeah.
who was not a pirate of any sort.
Pesky individuals, those pirates.
Yeah, Soldier gets quite many visits from the pirates of the Strand. You wouldn't have ever been to the Strand, I would assume.
You know, it doesn't ring a bell. Sounds lovely, though. I bet there's lots of great taverns there to drink at. I'm sure if I was an individual, the pesky pirate individual, I would have probably frequented quite a few establishments often.
Well, someone as lovely as you, I'm sure, would be accepted into the finest lounges of Soldier with the best hookahs around for you.
Well, why do you ask?
Because I have heard the rumors and tales of a particular pirate, matching your description, who appears to have earned a significant title of queen.
She has, I've heard.
I
Very
also
impressive title, honestly.
hear that she has met someone who is here tonight. Someone that I have been quite interested in for a long time.
Who would that be?
Finley Gold.
There it is. Finley Gold. I know Finley Gold.
So you know of him.
I do.
You wouldn't perhaps be this elusive pirate queen that I've heard about, have you?
Is it going to get me into trouble?
It's very hard to get into trouble here and leave.
That's a fair point. Well then, my name is Jezebel.
A pleasure. If you happen to see Finley, tell him that the Prince of Zalgir would like to speak with him.
History? With him?
Not yet, but hopefully I'm willing to make some memories.
Well, if I run into him again, I'll let him know.
Perfect. Thank you for your time, Queen.
I need another drink.
Okay.
This whole night's been very confusing.
All right, Fulner, you get back into the servants' quarter. The moment you do, you watch as the elven disguise sort of falls, the illusion falls, and you see Melanie standing before you. Fulner, you stupid little dunce! I wish I could just strangle you with my bare hands right now. Why can't you understand a single fucking thing that's happening around you? You know how many people I had to wipe their memories in there? You know how many people I kept casting?
Melanie, when'd you get here?
I've been here!
She's going around trying to cast, and you're just walking, going, man, man,
and you were in there about ready to blow Barry's cover.
What is he? I've been looking
He's
for.
King Anson!
Since when? The entire time.
I'm going to kill you.
The entire
I'm
time.
going to kill you and hide your body.
I prefer you don't. Why are you disguising as a servant?
I don't know if you realize this, Fulner, but we are currently, if you haven't looked around, on a mission
Well,
that you are part of.
but I know that, but why? I mean, it'd be so much better if you weren't a servant, I think.
What do you mean? The person in the crowd that we are looking for is part of the Order of the Broken Mind. They are a mage. They are a specific type of mage that specializes in torture and interrogation. They are immensely elusive. They are masters of disguise. They are legendary illusionists. And you are out there spilling your mouth like a child.
Oh man, I'm not the one who came up said, "Sir, we don't have any drinks," and then fucking punched me in the gut.
I don't think there was another way I could have gotten you out of that room.
Something a little bit less violent would have done pretty well. I was already kind of heading that way.
Were you?
So
Because it seemed like you were very, very adamant on arguing with Jez. You don't remember, do you? Did you actually get brain damage from that blow from Boris?
I just don't think I was saying anything so like, you know, sensitive.
You have your mark, right?
I do.
Okay. So you've gotten your medicine now. You feel better. Get back out there and find the fucker!
Alright. Well, so far, your one checks out.
Oh my god!
I turn around and leave.
This is awesome.
As you turn and you walk out. Love and day. Legic, what are you doing?
Okay, so there was this mage that he was talking to the first time he came up to us, and was telling us about the mark. I want to find that individual if he's still there.
What are you talking about?
Hanson or Barry, he was talking to a mage.
Yeah,
you want
it's
to
the
find
same-
the Archmage.
It's the same Archmage that basically gave the night's closing.
Oh.
It's the same old guy. Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind.
He's like he's essentially he's kind of the chauffeur of the,
Sounds like a host.
yeah, like a host of this event.
He's the DJ.
I'd be a host too if I was trying to be elusive.
What do you want to do?
Where's Hanson or Barry right now? What's he doing?
He is currently walking around the room and is speaking with people. Appears to be doing a lot of handshaking.
I want to go away from him to a certain corner where there's a bunch of people. And my way of interacting would be maybe accidentally bumping into them mildly, like, oh, sorry.
Okay. So you want to just bump into people and touch them.
No, just the first person.
Okay.
Alright, time to get myself in this. God, I hate talking to people.
Go ahead and give me a deception.
15.
Okay. You manage to bump into one person out of a group. Their hand flashes blue.
A group?
You bump into one person in a group.
What's the group?
Hmm?
How many people in the group?
Probably like 4 or 5.
Cool. Oh, sorry. Forgive me.
Watch where you're going. You drunk?
No. I just wasn't looking where I was going.
Can you believe this fool? As he looks over towards you, he appears to have this pale skin, slicked back black hair. His eyes are red. Notice that he has black feathers rising off of both sides. He has this raven skull on his chest, red diamond checkered arms. You are absolutely a buffoon.
Sorry, I wasn't listening. I really like
Who
you.
taught you how to walk?
Who? What are you talking about? Has he got any rings on?
Does he have any rings on?
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
It's beautiful rings.
Thank you. Is there a reason why you pointed that out?
Well, they just look pretty nice. Nothing else.
Strange you are?
Strange. You don't know anyone strange? You don't know anyone back at home? It's weird. Perhaps a jester. You have a jester?
I'm sorry, who are you?
My name is Lyric.
Looks over towards Prince Leoric.
Not that Lyric. People could have the same name, you know.
I've just never heard of another Royal Leoric.
It's kind of weird, isn't it? Fucking weird.
Oh god! Oh god!
Sort of looks back and forth and takes a step forward.
Wait a second. Can I grab his hand?
Do you try to grab his hand?
Yeah.
He recoils. He doesn't.
And
He's
I go really fast.
okay. If that's the case, give me a sleight of hand check. Yeah, you do not. You actually watch as his arm sort of turns into shadow, and you watch as a sort of shadow slinks back. You watch as his form kind of reshapes. Oh, you're one of those perverts, aren't you? Have a thing for people from the Shadowfell, do you freak? Get away from me! You watch as he turns and walks away.
Good talk, sir. Hope you have a grand day.
You see the other three people in the that were in his conversation
I'm just
kind
gonna
of
look at him and be like, care to shake my hand, fellas?
Oh God!
You watch as they
Why is this happening?
you watch as they turn and kind of walk away. However, you notice that you see two individuals, a man and a woman, appear to be standing side by side with each other. The one looks over towards you. You see the man kind of just give you a kind of a slight smile. You see him turn over towards the lady and he bends over and he whispers into her ear. You watch as she looks towards him and looks over towards you. She makes eye contact, begins to slowly walk over towards you.
Oh no, you're a third.
She has
I know,
this,
right?
these
Literally the way you explained that.
beautifully blue, like satin, almost silk-like pants that goes up to this corset. And you see the corset, this black and red corset that moves up to this red and gold and blue top. Large frilled shoulders. Her hair is falls down over her head. You can see that she has this like chain circlet that holds her hair up. You see, she makes her way forward. And you notice that she has this cane in her hand as well. Definitely does not need it to walk. You see, as she kind of makes her way towards you, she does kind of like a slight spin with the cane, and then as she approaches you, she gets uncomfortably close immediately. You see that she moves all the way up to your chest, like her chest to your chest. Do you recoil?
I step back and step like,
She advances.
excuse me?
Do you step back again?
No, because I don't think I can.
She presses you up against the wall then.
Oh, I'm against the wall.
Yeah, you said you went to the corner of the room.
Oh,
I hope it's Barry.
You watch as you hit your back against the wall and she presses up against you and you feel her cane move up between your legs and stop where it can't go any further. You see that she brings her head up right to your ear. I think we should find somewhere more private, don't you?
She won't kill your ass. She won't kill you. She's gonna avoid her.
what is the context of what you're doing right now? Why this sudden interest after the fiasco I just
I
saw?
like what I see,
Real life.
and I take what I like.
Well, why don't you introduce yourself first? That's exactly what I was thinking. Shake my hand.
She goes, of course. And she takes her free hand. You won't feel her finger walk up your chest, for she grabs you by the chin. And in a very definitely not commonplace in this type of event, she moves in, and unless you are going to pull away from her, she sticks her tongue down your throat.
What
Hey,
the fuck?
Did you shake my hand?
No.
Or you're like, take my hand?
Hey, while she's busy, just grab her hand.
And she pulls away. How's that for an introduction?
Literally.
That was something.
She kind of steps back, and you see that she takes the cane and hooks it behind your leg. Come now, puppy.
Ooh.
You're doing this to the wrong character.
Can I look at the person that she was just with?
Yeah, they appear to be standing there and they're drinking, just watching.
Oh. I was right.
Oh, you're gonna be the third.
Third wheel. It likes a tricycle. those things move.
Or a fifth wheel.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I'm gonna follow.
You don't have a choice.
You gonna follow?
He has a
Literally
choice.
follow.
Don't think with your dick.
Okay.
Is she still pulling me?
Yeah, she's pulling.
I'm not gonna let her pull me.
So you're gonna kind of weasel out then? Okay. But do you follow her then?
Yes.
You watch as she kind of walks by this individual.
Do I see any of them?
Give me a perception check.
18?
18. Cool. Go ahead and give me a willpower roll.
What is my willpower?
Wisdom.
Yeah, wisdom.
16.
Okay. You don't see the group. Everything kind of starts to tunnel vision for you. And start to feel real hot. Like you need to pull your shirt away from you. You kind of feel beads of sweat starting to form around you, and your lips kind of go numb.
Oh no.
I'm gonna try to walk away.
You don't want to walk away. You want to follow her. That's what your brain's telling you to do.
I don't think this is something we should do right now, madam.
You watch as she passes by the individual with the that was watching. You see her rub her hand along their arm as they walk by, and you see that they sort of turn and look. You get a good look at them. They almost have this. They almost have this Alucard look to them from Castlevania. This like really wavy, curly brown hair. They're dressed very elegant. You can see that their eyes appear to be this like almost a sheen of red.
Can I bite my lip? The inside of my lip?
Sure,
Like really hard?
sure.
Fallen and I would be walking around, or at least I would be walking around trying to introduce myself to people. At what point would I come across Dajik?
You can give me a perception check. There's still quite a few people in here, so it will be difficult to spot him.
24.
24? Okay.
10.
What are you doing?
I haven't told you what I was doing yet. I've been waiting for this to resolve.
Okay. Then we'll move to you right after we get done with this. You actually see Legic, but you only watch him move into the servants' quarter. You didn't see the girl.
He went into the servants'
You see
quarter?
him walking into the servants' quarter.
I'm gonna follow him.
Okay. You watch as you follow, you go into the servants' quarter, and as you do, it makes its way to a sort of a not a spiral, but like when you come to a corner of a room and it turns into like a turret, where the room goes into like almost like a oval shape, like a half circle. You know what I'm talking about? As you walk in there, it's filled with windows. And you see that she walks up to one of the windows and unlatches it and opens it up. And outside, you see a individual standing on top of the standing on the windowsill, essentially, of the outside. You see they kind of hop down and kind of land onto the window and stand and kind of peek through. You see them with this large hat, this huge plumed feather. You see that they appear to have this very almost count-like large goatee and a point and a huge mustache that kind of moves on both sides. You see the girl look up towards him. Finley, glad you're here. He looks towards her. Of course, patron. Whatever you need. You see she looks towards you, and you watch as her eyes almost go like reptile. Now listen here, Magic. You're going to be a very, very good listener. You hear me? You kind of like are in this trance where everything she says is extremely captivating to you.
It's like hearing my mom talk.
Hopefully not.
No, I would, not like listening to your mom
You're
talk.
very sexy, mom.
I meant because she's dead, so
Stepmom.
like,
Oh, your stepmom.
like the comfort of knowing my mom's alive is like, you know. Or do you mean a very sexualized way?
I know, I mean, like, you're charmed by her. Like, you're entranced, you're enthralled.
Okay.
It's like you would protect her right now if she was attacked.
Oh, gotcha. I don't even know her name.
You don't know her name. But you look at these eyes that look reptilian, and you watch as she makes her way up towards you, and as she puts her hand on your arm, you can see black claws sort of emerge from her fingers.
Wait, how'd she know my name?
And you can see what looks like copper scales begin to form around her hand. She holds on to your arm. She looks towards you. You're looking for the Shadow Stone.
Does that snap me out?
No.
I am.
Good. You know where the Shadow Stone is.
I do.
Hellmorn Manor. We would love to invite you there.
I accept the invitation.
Good. Go back to the party and enjoy yourself.
We'll do.
And as you turn, you see her look towards, as you are walking away, you don't see it, you hear it. Finley, I command you. I need you to... And you can't hear. And as you are walking into the servants' quarter, you see Legic coming out. Legic looks kind of like out of it almost. Like someone who just woke up.
Logic, what the fuck are you doing out here?
I don't
Is
know.
everything alright?
I don't. What do I remember?
You remember it, except you feel like you shouldn't tell her about like if you told them, they would be mad. They would attack her, or they would look for her, or they'd
God
be
damn
aggressive
it.
towards
Do
her.
I still have that?
Yeah, you feel entranced by her. You feel enthralled.
I don't remember why we were in this room.
What was the last thing you remember?
I was talking to these weird folk.
You see this lady come from behind Legic, and as she does, you see her put her hand on Legic and goes, "Oh, apologies. He followed me here, and well, I needed help with my corset. He was very helpful. Thank you, Legic." She rubs her hand along his face, and you kind of starting to get the idea that they were fooling around.
Ah, I see.
And you watch as she
Far be it
passes.
from me to pry, Logic.
What?
Just making
No.
sure you're alright out here.
No. No.
I mean, no.
She passes by and heads back out to the ball.
Nothing happened.
That's not how she was acting. Don't be embarrassed. That's fine.
No.
So defensive.
Look, she looks absolutely gorgeous. I would have to take the second to say that. I did that. But I would at least remember what I did.
You don't remember helping her with her corset or whatever the fuck she said?
I did help her with the corset.
You did?
Yeah.
You were starting to take it off and then I came about, or...?
No, more.
Seems like a rather public space to be doing that.
It came loose.
During?
Well, there was this group of people that were calling me weird.
It was like an orgy situation.
No, they were calling me weird, so I started
I'm
being
jealous.
weird.
Magic, it's been a while for me, man.
I
Like,
didn't have sex.
you know, it's alright. It's alright. You don't have to rub it in. I'm just gonna go back inside. You can come with me. You can stay out here, whatever. And I'm going back in.
God damn it.
Labane, what would you like to be doing?
I was gonna go over to. Okay, so actually, before I do this, in the book that was written about the Dawnbringers, was Sky mentioned in that book?
Yeah.
Good. I'm gonna go over to the Sky Helm. I don't remember the king's name.
Couldn't. What was the place called again? I think I wrote it down.
Hellmorn Manor.
Oh, I got it right. Okay.
It's Gunther Genthrone.
Genthrone?
Gemthrone.
Gemthrone. Okay. I'm assuming those two are standing
Yeah.
next to each
Yep.
other.
It looks like they're getting ready to leave.
Oh, excuse me. I have a quick question.
Watch as the king turns and looks towards you. Large white beard pulled into like multiple different braids with large golden brandings around it. He has this ornate headband that wraps around his head, and you can see that this pureless diamond is almost embedded into the front of this headband. He's got what appears to be this dark red and gray metal pauldrons that sort of rest on his shoulders. A large metal belt that's like linked octagon-like attachments that kind of wrap all the way around his waist. He sort of looks towards you. Excuse me?
Oh, sorry. My name is Lavender. I'm gonna hold my hand out.
Brings his hand and shakes yours. You watch as it flashes blue.
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you. It looks like you were leaving, but I just wanted to... I couldn't help but notice, and I'm gonna point towards the woman that is with him. You have a very familiar name. I feel like I've read that in a book or something. Do you know anybody named Sky by chance?
You notice that this priestess looks towards you. Unfortunately.
What do you mean, unfortunately?
Sky is an embarrassment of mine.
Wait, do you mean like you're her mother?
I heard that she has met a fate venturing like I warned her she would feel.
I know that you're about to leave, but can I talk to you for a little bit about her?
Did you know my daughter?
Yes, I did.
You see the High King sort of waves his hand. She sort of walks along the side. You can see that she has this large hammer that hangs from her chest. As you recognize it as this holy relic of Moradin.
I don't mean to pry too much, but is it okay if we like are walking and talking,
Yeah.
kind of just around, not really going anywhere, just Sky was somebody that I really cared about. I didn't really get to spend as much time with her as I wanted to, but I was there when she did not meet her. It was untimely, but what she did, I was there and I tried to stop her, but she gave her life to... Do you know the Azaltivato stuff that's happening, right?
That is how I have heard.
Yeah, she's the one who gave her life to make sure that everybody was safe. She was the only one who could do it. And I happen to recognize your last name of hers, so... Sky was a wonderful person, and I'm glad that I got to know her. You said that she was an embarrassment, but I would have... And I don't mean this to sound weird, but I would have been really proud if I was you, of her. If I was her mom, I'd be really proud of her. She did what a lot of people can't do, and she saved everyone. She also taught me how to play Dragon's Ante. I'm not very good at it, but she tried.
I'm glad that Sky had some friends before she was gone. But she was a foolish girl who thought she could do more than what she could. And I told her that if she left Skyhelm, that she would die. And now, I have no daughter.
Physically you don't, but she is always going to be with you, just like she's always going to be with me and my friends. You know, she's not... We all know that people aren't really gone a lot of the time. You just got to keep that memory alive. You know, it is always good to have the good memories rather than worry about the bad, you know. But she was one of the best people that I knew.
Then I pray that the All-Father will take pity on her.
I'm sure that the All-Father will accept her with open arms. I don't really know the All-Father, but I'm just going to assume that. I don't really know much about her gods or anything like that, but
I'm surprised that she did not speak of her faith. She was taught it well.
like I said, I didn't really get to spend as much time as I wanted because we kept getting pulled away. That does not mean that she didn't continue her whatever it is that it is you do. Just know that at the very least I didn't get to know her enough.
Well, neither will anyone else, as it seems that the survivors of Izeltivado are the only ones that people seem to tell tales of. So, maybe you can remember her. No one else will.
She turns and walks away from this conversation.
What a bitch.
That's when you turn around and go, hey, fuck you.
I actually am going to shout out. Then I will remember the good and not the bad like you seem to. And then I'm going to walk off.
Okay.
Trying to find them.
You end up running into Fulner and Jez Lavit, or Ledger.
Where have you been?
I met Sky's mom.
Sky's mom is here.
Yeah, I recognized the last name when they came in, King Jim Throne, and he had a woman with him, and she had the same last name as Sky, so I went to go talk to her. She's really mean. She didn't really like Sky. I don't like her.
Oh, alright, that's a good summary, I suppose.
I thought that, Sky was really nice. I thought maybe it was her sister or like a cousin or something. It was her mom. And she is really mad that Sky left in the first place. And I tried to explain to her that she gave her life to save everyone, but she didn't really care.
The mothers who needs them, right? They're all
Can't-
usually Coldstone bitches.
You can't pick your family, you know?
Yeah, that is true. But you're still writing that book about us?
I am.
Make sure you have a lot to say about Sky that is good, because her mom expects
I have
nobody
nothing
to.
but the best things to say about her.
Yeah, her mom expects nobody to talk about her.
Also, rather her mom's a bitch.
Her mom is really mean.
I will jot that down in notes.
The king was kind of nice and let us talk, but she not so much nice. King also came up blue. I shook his hand.
Wait, you're doing it too? You also have the thing?
Did you not tell?
No, I mean, just got back.
Do you have it too?
Yeah.
It is on.
The king is blue?
do you
I mean,
not-
that's good that the king's blue now.
That's what
I'll look around, where's King Ansem?
I also have it.
You see King Anson seems to be moving from person to person.
Why don't we all go speak to the king real quick?
Well,
Oh, yeah?
Check in on him, see how he's doing.
well, as long as he is not. Shouldn't we be worried about the people that are around him? I don't know that he's very.
Then I think I had a pleasant chat with him earlier,
Oh,
and
yeah?
I think we should go chat with him again.
He actually talked to you?
You're being
He did.
weird.
He did.
being really weird. He
I
really
mean,
chose-
I've talked to a couple of kings today. What's another one, right?
There you go. All right, I'm gonna start walking towards him.
Isn't he like the main king?
Yeah, but I'm royalty too.
Same.
Make sure you all
We're not the
curtsy
same.
and bow and all that thing. Multiple times. He prefers you to do at least 3 or 4 times in a row.
What does the curtsy?
You know, like that, or you can bow, whatever you prefer. Just do it a couple times before you speak to him, you know?
Okay.
Be respectful.
Try the curtsy. I think it's better for you.
Alright, we're approaching him.
Anson?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You approach him, you notice that he stops and realizes all of you. It's approach.
Oh, nice to meet you, King Anson. I'm a curtsy.
Your Highness.
Oh, sorry. She said that you like to do it 3 times, too. It's like an OCD.
It
thing.
is enough. This is great. Thank you.
Is this what we're doing?
I'm about to
Curtsy.
know, man.
The king.
How are you all faring tonight?
You okay?
I am
You're
okay.
sweating awful lot.
Why are you approach me?
Well, listen, it seems that my friends here all have this uncanny ability to shake hands with people and understand their integrity.
Why are you telling him this?
I don't have that ability because I feel like maybe it's not so, I don't know, pure itself. Is this
Wait,
something
hold
that,
on.
you know,
Why are we telling him this?
is this something that you recommend that they be doing?
I would very much recommend this.
Uh,
It seems like that would be
I'm
a
re-
very wonderful thing to know.
I'm going to bend into his ear.
King Anson, you're in trouble.
Love and day.
No, did you tell him my name?
no, I didn't. He just knows things.
You
He's all
are
wise.
you have a very kind heart. I would.
I'm very confused. If you can tell who,
It's a kingly compliment.
if you can tell who is what, why do we?
Maybe you can knight him right here.
I can't do that. I cannot do that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't have my
overstepping
knightly.
bounds, Your Majesty.
I don't have my knighting sword.
Are you passing out knights?
I'm not. I'm not.
I saw somebody with and I'm going to like try to find Claudia's sister, Lord.
Does it have to
Lady
be a
Ashwood?
sword?
I saw one. Somebody came in here with a sword. I saw that.
You see
What happens if I become a knight?
Lady Ashwood approaching. You know, as she does. She goes, you pointed me out for a reason.
You would like to be knighted. The king's request.
The king asked me to be knighted. Can you believe it? Look at me. I'm not even fit to be a knight. I don't know what. You don't remember us, do you?
We're in need of a sword because the gracious King Anson may have forgot his sword.
If we are passing out knights titles, I would like to have one.
Apologies, I must have forgotten that we
Oh.
have met.
Sorry, Lavender, you were on our ship with Claudia, right?
And she shakes your hand. The moment it does, you see red.
You're on the ship with Claudia, right? Do you not remember us?
My memory must be fuzzy.
Actually, I need to go to the bathroom.
You're on the precipice of being a knight.
King Anson, I'm sorry, but this
You look at King Anson, and King Anson is looking at you like this.
King Anson,
Are you deaf?
No, we all know your IBS trouble. Go quickly.
Lady
does my
Ashwood,
face look red right now?
it's beet red.
Do you feel red?
Do I look?
Yeah, you look a little
Red.
you're hot right now.
You look green to me.
Pretty red.
Maybe some brown.
Logic?
Yeah.
Fauna, can you come with me real quick to the bathroom?
What about me? What the fuck is this?
Do you want to go to the men's bathroom?
I don't.
Yeah.
Stay,
No,
stay,
no, I don't.
stay with
I
the
really
king.
don't need to fucking.
I've been in my fair share of
No,
men's
it's fine.
bathrooms. It's
Just go.
disgusting.
Go.
It's
If you
alright.
need to take a tinkle, I understand.
A tinkle.
Right, the red situation.
You don't
I
want
understand.
Well, this conversation seems to be
It is nice to
Sorry.
see you, Lady Ashwood.
He just really needs to go to the bathroom.
uninvolved for my presence. Do be
Well, I thought
careful
we were-
on your trip to the bathroom.
Why did you say it
I'm
like
sorry,
that?
why'd you say it that way? It's
I just
very
want you to
menacing.
knight me.
Well,
King
there
Anson
is
said that he would knight me.
many dark corridors in these castle
Well,
walls.
Look, if
Are
you-
you threatening my crew right now?
I am making no such threat.
Because it certainly feels like it. You think you're a bad bitch?
Hold on. No, we don't need to. We don't need to do this. Logic, come with me. I'm going to grab his arm and pull him.
Why can't he go a bathroom by himself?
I'm stepping closer to her.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
29.
You smell a scent of mahogany and like sage. It's very like almost like burning sage and mahogany scent. Seems to be kind of luminous coming off. Pardon me. You seem to be awfully close. I don't know you. You all have a good night. Apologies for my unnerving sentences.
Did you let me pull you to the bathroom with me? Okay.
We don't have to go to the bathroom. We could just. I think we should go to the side of the
Is that where the bathroom is? I haven't been to the bathroom yet.
Do you really need to go to the bathroom?
Yes.
Sage and what?
Mahogany.
Okay, and I'm pulling him away.
Pulling him away.
Yeah.
You notice that as you guys are doing this happens, you see Anson start to walk away, and as Anson walks away, you can see that Lady Ashwood appears to be following.
Legend. I'm gonna get real close.
I got it. Why did you say that? Because I was trying to tell you to go to the bathroom by yourself. So you want to look stupid. We're gonna go follow Hanson. Follow Hanson, right?
Yes. And I'm going to. Can I use stealth to blend? I want to Ezio Auditore blend in with the crowd to try to follow her.
Okay, you can try.
That is what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
Do I roll stealth for that?
Give me a stealth roll.
Sorry, I was on the wrong page. That is 18.
18.
Yes.
As you sort of move through the crowd and begin to blend, what is Faulkner, Jez, and Legic doing?
We're still by. I'm still with her. I thought we were still talking to.
Yeah, but what are you guys doing after that horrifically awkward situation just happened?
Is Anson still here?
No, he's walking away. Anson.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
I'm gonna also see him kind of sick of following him around right now. Well, why? It's clearly not what it seems to be. Why are we following around the king right now?
Maybe we should be around
The what?
You guys watch as you see Lavende repass you guys, going
Lavende.
back towards Anson now.
Oh, I'm going back then?
Well, yeah, because you went to go to the bathroom,
Okay.
and then you turned around and came right back.
Okay. As I pass by, I'm just gonna be like, red.
What?
What's red? Red what?
I'm gonna like try to, as I'm walking by them,
And
just
as you
like,
look over towards, you see Anson walking, and as you do, you see Lady Ashwood following behind, and as she passes a body and it blocks your vision, you see not Lady Ashwood pass by, you see a blue-robed individual, and you watch as a massive wrist blade shoots out from the bottom of their sleeve, and as they jump, that's where we're gonna end tonight's episode. So remember that you guys will be able
We
to.
won't.
You guys. But thank you all for joining us for episode 76. So
Next weekend, we find out that I have a hidden ability. Stop time.
oh yeah, you're what is that?
Echo Knight or a Dunamancy?
Yeah, dude.
What is this Finley Gold nonsense?
I don't know.
His patron?
I don't know.
He
Is that a dragon lady?
Oh.
He's not a dragon. Maybe he still is a dragon though. He might still be a
He
dragon.
could be.
I still think he's a dragon.
I think he's a dragon.
Thank you all for joining us, everybody. We will be returning episode 77 next week. So till next time, everybody.
That was scary.
Thank you all,
Scary.
and remember to embrace the dark. Good night.
I'm looking.